Y'all already know I'm back in this bitch. Gangy, what the fuck going on, man? What's the word? How y'all feeling, man? I always got some crazy stories for y'all, man. I know y'all be begging for more of this shit, folks, so I'm gonna give y'all more of this shit. Every time y'all want this shit on Bro Grade, y'all see I'm getting that on Bro Grade. I've been working out for them, getting that. Getting that now for them, man. But yeah, man. I was losing homies for way early, like probably around like age 15. Starting at 15, I started losing homies. That's when I lost my first homie, man. My homie was a cool ass homie, folk. I'm telling you, like, bro ass was cool as hell, folk. He funny as hell. We used to play the game all the time. We slept in the same bed. We used to always, it was fun when we used to play the games back in the day, folks. Both of my homies, folks. We used to all play the games together and shit. We used to play WWE back when wrestling games was busting, folks. Motherfuckers would play Elimination Chamber before we had like 4-5 controllers. Everybody in the Elimination Chamber fighting each other. We used to be busting, we having fun like a motherfucker. Then the times we used to walk to the store together, shit was fun, man. Like, it's just a lot of fun moments that I had that I could say that with the niggas that I lost, like the real life homies that I was growing up with and that I could trust with anything, you feel me? That wouldn't do nothing wrong to me. They always seemed right. They always did the right thing and shit. So it's like to lose them type of homies, folk, is real life fucked me up, you feel me? Like I was fucked up, man. Like losing homies ain't something that you want to happen to you, folks. Like I know a lot of people could relate. It's people that's out there lost their homies to gun violence, people that lost their homies to natural causes, people that lost their homies to accidents. Like me, my first homie that I lost him to an accident, man. He was in there playing with guns. He was in there playing with guns with our homies. Like that's just how that shit be ending up sometimes, folks. He in the crib playing with the gun. He took a picture of the gun with the gun cocked back. Nobody knew he took a picture with the gun cocked back. So by him taking a picture with the gun cocked back, nobody knew that was one in the chamber, folks. So when they was playing with the gun, they ended up pulling the trigger and shit. While the clip was out and shit, they thought everything was decent. So they ended up pulling the trigger, but they didn't know that he already had basically put one up top. So once they pulled the trigger, they ended up hitting him right here in the arm, and you know he got scared and ran out the house and ran all the way until his body collapsed in the middle of the street. Then he slammed his iPhone on the ground and it shattered and stuff like that. And it was just crazy, man. Folks lost his life like that, man. He was one of the, like a genuine dude. Like he was a dude that was about his money and he was a real genuine dude, folks. Like I couldn't even cry right on instant when I found out about the news. I'm with his cousin playing a video game, and my little brother, we all in the same house playing a video game and shit. Mind you, we just talked to him that morning. He was supposed to come with us to this festival, but he ended up not coming with us, and then that ended up happening later on, and we hit that while we came back from the festival playing the game and shit. We all in that bitch paused, like we just stuck. Everybody stuck. Then my OG ended up coming to pick up me and my brother, and I cried once I got to the house. Once my mama got me to the house, I got out the car. For some reason, I just started crying, folks. Then it started raining. You know how that be. It always rain at them type of moments and shit, cause shit be real. But yeah, motherfucker started crying, man. That was my first time ever losing a homie, folks. I ain't know how to feel. So I'm like, damn, I couldn't stop thinking about all the moments that we had together. So like, that shit be really fucked up, for when you lose a close homie, folk. You can't stop thinking about the shit. You gotta think about all the shit y'all been through. Then back then, you know, motherfuckers weren't really taking pictures like that, so I don't got no pictures with them and shit. So that's even worse. Like, man. Then after that, the next homie came, man. The one that was with us playing the game, he ended up getting shot up, man. He at a party and shit, and motherfuckers, I guess mistaken identity, they ended up shooting him, man. He got shot, fucked my head up again. I'm damn, another one, bro. Like I couldn't get no break from this shit, motherfuckers just dying, and they not even like one really like a street type of person, like a person that was in the streets and doing shit. These was people that was just living their life, man, you know, happy young men, that wasn't even like on that type of time, and they just lost their life, So that really like kind of fucked my head up, Like, I still don't understand to this day what's good, folks. I still don't understand to this day. Then another situation happened where I lost a homie that we weren't seeing eye to eye at the moment, but when we was seeing eye to eye, we were running through a lot of money together. Like, this person, he was in the streets halfway in and halfway out. Folks was doing a little too much and shit, but I never like got on his ass about it or nothing. He was always on the internet like playing with the ops and shit. So I guess somebody from the other side had ended up dying and shit. And he was always trolling the person that died. So you know how people be, they real mad and shit. So they feel like I gotta get back. You on the internet trolling my homie. He just lost his life. So you understand how other people feel about their homie. So now that folks feel that way about his homie, they gonna do what they gonna do, folks. So shit, they caught his ass coming out the house. He coming out the house sitting inside his Durango, folks. They already knew what type of Durango truck he in. They caught his ass right in his Durango and sent a whole bunch of bullet holes in that bitch. Like, just shot up the whole Durango, folks. And it was just fucked up for me to even see that scene. Like, I seen the whole scene on the motherfucking Facebook. They posted it on the news. The whole Durango shot up and shit like that. And just to see him in that position is fucked up. Like, it's my whole homie, folks. I remember him being alive. Like, it's a lot of niggas that I was around that done died, folks. Like, it's crazy, folks. I can't count on my fingers how many, folks. Even my cousins that died. Like, I got cousins that got gunned down, that was in the streets, that was really living that life, folks. They done got gunned down, folks. And they just be like, damn, folks. Like, this shit have never stopped, folks. This shit like a repeated cycle, folks. If they live in that street life, and you know that's what come with the street life, folks, everybody know it comes with death and jail, folks. I don't see nobody excel past that unless they trying to succeed. That's the only other way. You not gonna see nobody beat it, folks. Well, you can't fucking beat the streets. The war never end, bro. It's so many motherfucking kids getting produced in this world. Everybody, like, it's recycling going on, like, how do you think it's gonna ever end when your ops have kids and your ops kids gonna have kids? So it's just like a repeated cycle. They're gonna be trying to follow the trends, or is they gonna stop the peace? What they gonna do? A lot of their ass gonna feel much hatred as people on the internet dissing they fathers. They hear their fathers getting dissed on the internet talking about he this, he that. Like, bro, that's their father, bro. You think they're not gonna have some type of hatred towards that person and want to spend one day in life and want to go tap his nugget, folks? That's really how a lot of shit be happening, folks, because, like, you don't think a motherfucking kid not gonna get older and they not gonna want to, like, retaliate on any type of situation. Like, hell nah. Hell nah, motherfucker not finna sit up there and just keep letting you play with they people online, folks. You gonna have to face the consequences. Motherfuckers gonna really be trying to get up with you, folks. Real life be trying to spank you, folks. So you gotta be knowing in your head, like, I need to not be playing with nobody, folks. Because if I play with anybody, folks, they could end up in a fucked up situation where motherfuckers trying to real life spank me, folks. And that's what be happening to a lot of niggas, folks. They be ending up getting spanked, folks. Motherfuckers sitting up there playing with they dead homies and dissing them and all that and shit. Now they see why these niggas coming in and spanking them, folks. I lost homies that for natural causes. My homie, he was a real raw-ass basketball player, folks, on bro. We was in school, all type of shit, folks. Like, all the niggas I went to school with, damn, that dead, folks. Like, that shit crazy. Folks was cold as hell at basketball. He ended up dying on the court, folks. But at least he died doing what he wanted to do, folks. So, like, when God got a calling for people, I guess he got a calling for certain people. But at the end of the day, if it was a natural cause, it might not hit as harder as somebody dying from gun violence and shit, because that wasn't they calling, folks. It wasn't folks' time. A motherfucker getting gunned down just in the street, like, folks, they got gunned down in the car, folks. I feel like it wasn't his time, folks. Like, motherfuckers just seeing him as a target and they knew his location, and I feel like folks used to fuck with all the hoes in the hood and shit, so I felt like it was a backdoor situation, just like my cousin. My cousin that lost his life, he used to be robbing a lot of motherfuckers and shit like that. They ended up backdooring his ass, folks. It was one day, I guess, they wanted to all be cool again. They told folks, let's go on his last drill. Folks went on his last drill, folks. His last stain, lick. He was trying to go get some peas, folks. They backdoored his ass, folks. My whole cousin, folks. He was sitting in the car, but he FaceTimed the guys that got the showing faces and shit, so they knew what it was, folks. After that call, You already know what they did. They basically drove my cousin to the nigga he robbed, folks. That was the fucked up part. He was backdoored, folks. They drove this man to the nigga he robbed, folks. He didn't even know that these niggas was cool with the nigga he robbed, I guess, folks. So they ended up driving him straight to the nigga he robbed, folks. They did a mafia move. Y'all remember Mafia 2 with Joe Barber on Foes Grave and Nico? What's his name? Vito. I'm talking about Nico. That's GTA 4. But yeah, y'all don't remember Mafia 2? The story with Joe Barber and Vito. They ass was doing all them killings and shit, folks. They didn't call dude who snitched from #1 on bro grade. They didn't call that boy Tommy on bro splat him on bro for snitching on bro. They had to get rid of him. The family told him to get rid of him. Then they did all they did. Then he met this dude named Leo Galante that was from the Clemente family on bro. Then once Vito got cool with him, folks ended up, he saved him. Henry was a nigga that got killed. Y'all already know what happened with Henry. Henry got killed. Then they ended up, Leo Galante at the end ended up telling them Joe Barber is I guess they said he wasn't in the plan. So they ended up killing Joe. On Foes Grade, Joe Barber, that was one of the thoroughest friends that fucking Vito had in the fucking Mafia, folks. He was a thorough-ass friend in Mafia, folks. Y'all know that, folks. Joe was really, man, he gave folks a place to stay. He did all that on folks. That was one of my favorite games on bro. Folks definitely helped them out a lot and shit like that. So, man, that was definitely a thorough-ass game for them to make, but using that as a reference, that's basically the same way that it happened, folks. Like, shit like that. Drove my cousin straight to the motherfucker that he robbed and killed him, folks. Shit was fucked up. Then my other cousin, he got caught while he was with his girl on bro grade. He's sitting in the car with his girl and shit. The ops spot him at the stove. He get chased down, shoot him down while he with his girl, folks. Shit just be fucked up, folks. Like, losing a lot of motherfuckers don't be good, folks. I'm telling you, folks, this shit be coming with a lot. This street shit could get real stressful, folks. Even if you outside really spanking people and shit like that, people still be losing motherfuckers, folks. Just like the story of King Von on bro grade and Lil Jeff. They really was doing what they was doing, but they still lost homies. They homies still got killed, bro. So at the end of the day, the streets, you could still win, but you can still take L's, folks. How to make money as a YN, I got you, folks. But yeah, folks, for real, bro. Like, shit crazy as hell, folks. Like, motherfuckers gotta be safe out here in these streets, folks. You never know when your time will come, folks. So you gotta live your life up, folks, because people are really trying to splat your nugget, folks. It's just like Call of Duty. You could get all these amount of kills, but you could get eliminated and respawn. But Call of Duty, you can respawn. In real life, you can't respawn. You can have all these kills, and once a nigga get one kill on you, it's over with, folks. You ain't coming back, bro. Then you ain't seeing daylight again, folks. You might as well kiss your life and get by. Because at the end of the day, that's what come with this shit. The street life gets real hard, folks, on bro grade. So your ass need to know what's going on when you step into this shit, folks. You just gotta know what you're doing, folks. Don't just step in that shit blindly, folks. Because you gotta know you could get told on. Motherfuckers will try to kill you. A girl will try to set you up. Anything could really happen. A lot of that shit happens. Somebody will steal your gun, all type of shit. That's just street life, folks. Niggas just always feel like that's the type of shit they need to do. But yeah, I lost a lot of homies in this shit, y'all. Like, even me just running through the hood and shit, I just lost homies back to back to back, folks. So it's a lot of motherfuckers I can't talk to again, speak to or nothing on bro grade. But me, I'm luckily and I'm happy and blessed to still be here on bro. Shots done flew, rained at me and all that, and I'm still here, folks. It's been times I done thought I got shot and felt in my body I didn't get shot. It had been times I was in a fire in the house and fired and erupted in the house and I got away. So God just, it wasn't my calling, folks. So while I'm still here and blessed to still be here, y'all know I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep it up on bro. You say how YNs be getting posed and not getting robbed? Because, folks, easy way to get posed and not get robbed, folks, is to be on point at all times, folks. As long as you got one up top, bro, you will never have to worry about motherfuckers robbing you, folks, because you always on point, ready to blow that bitch, folks. But if you ever talk about, like, going to go trade a gun, you gotta be really solidified in this shit, folks. You gotta really be plugged, folks, to really go trade a gun and make it a successful trade if you in the hood, because people are looking to get free guns, folks. If they feel like you a stain and they can come up on you and get a free gun, they gonna take that chance. But if they don't, then shit gonna end up bad happening. It's been times niggas came and trade guns and the shit ended up bad on the other end. The nigga probably tried to take the gun, four of them had a gun already and they blew him down on folks' grave. You gotta have a gun with you when you go trade a gun, folks. You need to know that, folks. Do not go trade just your only gun, folks. That's dumb as hell. You need your gun for protection, so never trade your only gun. But if you have a gun and your homie have a gun, that's another good way to go do it. Foden could come protect you. You feel me? He could blow for you. So at the end of the day, it's easy to get a gun and not get robbed on bro. Long as your ass got a gun when you going to go do that, folks. Don't never go single-handedly with one gun when you going to go trade or sell a gun. Make sure you always have an extra gun to defend yourself. I tried to buy the pole. He took the money and ran off. We got no poles doing bad. Damn, you tried to buy one and he took the money and ran off? Bro, what you mean? You sent the money to him and he did it? Or this was in person, folks? Because there's no way that you gave up the money and never got the pipe, bro. You were supposed to make sure the transaction was even, bro. You feel me? Like, bro, how did the fuck that happen? He upped on you or what? Like, you should never went in that shit and trusted that shit. See, in that situation, you can't have the police help you, folks. So at the end of the day, you gotta take it a loss. It's like selling weed. Somebody rob you for your weed, you cannot call the police, bro. This is illegal substance that you're doing. You making an illegal transaction anyway. So how the fuck could you call the police for something illegal? Motherfuckers be really fucked up on them type of situations. Somebody take your switch or somebody take your weed, it's over with for you. You gotta go get it back in blood. The police can't help this situation. So if you a rat or anything, you can't think about going to the police because you gonna end up getting arrested because you have possession of this shit. So it's kind of like dumb as hell with that. With the street life, folk, you ain't gonna be able to defend yourself if your shit get taken. The only way you gonna be able to do is get back. That's the only way, folk. Shit be real, folk. That's how the street life work, folk. It's never fair. But look, I ain't gonna back to y'all, folk. I dropped out of school, folk. I had all F's, folk. I ain't gonna lie, at first it was going good, like coming up, bro, before I got to high school. But as soon as I started getting towards high school, I knew I wasn't finna finish school, bro. Because even in motherfucking like grammar school, I didn't want to go to school. School not for everybody, folks. Everybody don't have to go to school. People go to school to work, basically, bro. You get yourself prepared to work, folks. People that own businesses and shit, that grew up and had families like that, they didn't have to go into school and shit like that. They already had family members that had a good credit score and they just came up under their credit score and piggyback off their shit. They just became an authorized user to that person's credit. And now they able to establish a business and be able to invest $10,000 inside Subway or $10,000 inside a McDonald's franchise or some shit. Now they able to own a business like they parents. So that's how a lot of people be out here owning businesses right now and shit because of that situation. But going to school is definitely not to help you learn that shit. It's to help you work, bro. You gonna real life go to school just to work. Like, that's what it really is. And to be able to say you did it, folks, it's really like a scam for real, though. But shit, people still do it and shit like that. But before I even knew it was a scam, I ain't even want to go there. I only went to school to be a class clown and fucking see friends and fucking females that I liked on bro grade. Them the only 3 reasons why I went to school on bro. So it's like I was sleep half the time and shit like that. Then once I got to high school, when I started smoking and doing all that extra shit, now I'm smoking this shit on bro grave. I'm coming to class high as hell on bro. I don't care about what the fuck going on, what they talking about and shit. I'm getting straight F's and all that. I even had an F in gym. How the fuck you get an F in gym on bro grave? Niggas missing all these classes before I got a whole F in gym. Motherfuckers looking at me crazy like, how the fuck you got an F in gym? Motherfucker damn they get an F in lunch. Oh, fourth grade, motherfucker was damn they gonna get an F in lunch. But a motherfucker had an F in gym, bro. That shit was crazy as hell, folks. They like, damn, folks ain't never changing into his uniform and shit. Cause I was growing out my dreads and shit. I had twisties. Bro, I had twisties when I was way younger and shit, but I ended up cutting my hair and shit because my side of my hair fell out and shit. And my sister watched it. Some crazy shit happened. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, folks. So I didn't want to dress up for gym. Folks said you gotta swim. Man, I don't know how to swim at all, folks. I'm tall as hell, don't know how to swim, folks. Motherfucker talk about you have to dress for gym or you can't come to my class no more. What you think I did? I ain't dressed for gym no more. I couldn't come to his class. Every time that period came and shit, I was not going to that class. On bro, I'm sitting outside and shit, chilling on bro grade. If only you knew the amount of stuff you helped me with on beat. Good looking, folks. I appreciate that I helped you with a lot of stuff on, bro. I'm here to help all the YNs across the whole country that need help in life on Bro Grade. So I'm happy that I was able to aid and assist you with whatever you needed help with on Bro Grade. You feel me? So yeah, folks. I told his ass I'm not dressing, so I'm sitting here ditching school. I start going in one door and out the other when my mama dropped me off and shit. I'm like, fuck school, bro. This bitch boring as hell. I don't want to do this shit, complete this shit. They not even talking about nothing. All the shit that they didn't taught me in school, I have yet to run into this shit out here in the real world, in IRL. I haven't ran into nothing that I have learned in school. Like, is they really teaching me the right fucking thing, folks? Because I don't really even hear this shit like in the real world. I'm in the real world and shit. I'm not hearing none of the shit you taught me. None of the axes and all that, fractions and all that. I'm not hearing this shit. Fuck, you think I'm a construction worker on 4th grade? I don't got to do none of that shit. I don't be running into that shit in this content creator world. You ain't got to do none of that shit they did. None of that shit they was teaching in that motherfucker. So it's like, fuck school, bro. Bro, I dropped up out that shit. I ain't go to no graduation. I ain't do none of that shit. And when I was younger, I did a lot of alternative school shit, folks, because I was bad as fuck, bro. I'm telling you, folks. I was a class clown, folks. I'll make a motherfucking classroom laugh in a minute, get the frying your ass on Bro Grade. I'll fry a motherfucker to death. Get right on his ass, get on his shoes, his pants, all that. When I fried people, I didn't talk about people mamas, folks. I always thought about talking about people mamas. That was weak as hell. Yo, mama jokes, not something that I was interested in doing, folks. I'm on your ass. I'm baking your ass to the ground on 4th grade. You look like this. Your ass smell like this. Your ass on folks. I'm on you, on bro. That's the only person that I was treating. I'm not treating nobody mama, none of that shit, folks. That just wasn't me. That's not the type of person I am, folks. I ain't want to do shit like that. I had a good heart and shit until people fucked up at a moment, you feel me? Like, I used to like want to help people and shit, give people money, make sure they eat and shit. If my granddaddy ever gave me allowance and shit like that, and I go get something to eat, I'm making sure the nigga that with me eating too. His ass probably broke as hell. He ain't got nothing. I'm making sure folks eat with me on folks. So I felt like at a time I was hanging around the wrong crowd, like a crowd that all they wanted to do is bad shit. Like, I had to move myself around that because I had a whole crowd that all we cared about is getting bitches and money. That was the good crowd, you feel me? Me, phone them, we having fun, we doing the music, we linking up with all these hoes. That was the good crowd, you feel me? Then I ended up hanging around the wrong crowd. This motherfucker's trying to hit a stain every day. On Bro Grade, bro, if I keep hanging with these motherfuckers, G, I'm gonna be in jail for the rest of my life. These niggas wanna jump out cars. These niggas wanna steal cars, steal from stores. These niggas wanna try to take people guns, jump on motherfuckers that ain't got shit to do with nothing, just doing hot shit. That's motherfuckers that just wanna do hot shit, for. And me, I'm not with that hot shit, folks. If your ass just want to get outside and just do hot shit just cause, bro, do not go outside with me, folks. Your ass don't know what you doing. You just doing shit just to do it, folks. And I didn't like hanging around niggas like that, folks. Because I always ended up in fucked up situations where the police had me sitting on the ground or the police just had me outside looking stupid as hell because these niggas want to just trash shit. On 4th grade, just outside trash shit, folks. Even with me throwing rocks at cars and shit like that, folks. That's hanging around the wrong crowd. That's bad influence and shit. That's not something good to do, folks. I'm grown as hell, folks. Like, that shit crazy as hell, man. You say you just subbed like yesterday, folks. Hey, folks, if y'all want to get on my team, folks, and shit like that, folks, make sure y'all join my shit. Y'all hit the donations on, bro. Send donations up and shit, folks, for me to answer your questions and shit. Once this shit get to start busting on Bro Grade, like, y'all can already be starting there earlier, already sending my donations through on 4th grade, because I definitely appreciate it. It is my birthday month, so I want to see some motherfucking subs up on Bro Grade. I want motherfuckers to sub up for me on Bro, you know, turn me up. But yeah, folks, like I said, folks, it's a lot of shit that be going on with that shit, folks, hanging around the wrong crowd. I know a lot of y'all done hung around the wrong crowd before. Niggas that's just leading you in the wrong direction, folks. It's like, if you hang around niggas that get money, you gonna get money. If you hang around niggas that's broke, you gonna forever be broke. Like me hanging around a lot of niggas that's broke and I'm the only one getting money, that shit didn't sit right to me, folks. Cause I gotta keep looking out for these niggas, folks. Like, bro, I can't do that, folks. That's weighing me down, folks. You feel me? Like, I gotta keep pitching in money for you niggas, folks. You the only nigga bad weed nobody putting on with you, folks. I hate shit like that, folks. That's called leeching, folks. If a nigga ever around you and all that and shit like that, folks, motherfuckers just leeching, folks. And I don't like shit like that, folks. Like, I don't like a motherfucker that just come around leeching, folks. I like motherfuckers that pitch in, folks. Like, if motherfuckers gonna buy a bottle for bitches, folks, they gotta pitch in for the bitches, folks, so we can get this bitch lit. Don't be that nigga talking about some, hell no, I'm not putting on for these bitches, they ain't fucking me and all that. You think like that, you think like a little kid, folks. On bro grade, you don't always gotta fuck, you feel me, folks? It don't always gotta be no horny shit, folks. Sometimes if you just sit there and play it cool, the bitch will just throw the coochie at you on bro grade. Like, if you be like me, if I link with a bitch the first time, I'm not looking to fuck this bitch on bro grade. Like, I used to be on that shit, like, I'm trying to fuck this bitch the first time I see her. Nah, fool, I'm gonna feel this bitch out and see what type of bitch she is on, bro. You don't want to just jump right into this shit, even though I do want to know if the bitch coochie good and shit before I start lending out money and doing all that and shit, because I'm not gonna waste my time with no bitch with no weak coochie. But at the end of the day, I might not try it the first time, fool. I might play it cool, fool, see how it's looking, see how it's good. That's why they don't like coming over niggas' house for first link, because they know niggas gonna try that shit. And they know shit could go down and shit like that. So they be trying to make you go outside and shit like that. So I already done got caught on to their game, folks, and all that. So you feel me? I'm not even gonna try to do it the first time. Oh, bro, them, I'm spitting facts, folks. That just how it really is, folks. You ain't gotta try it the first time, folks. You show you too thirsty, folks. Motherfuckers gonna look at you like you thirsty. Like, hell no, I don't like this nigga, folks. He don't know how to he don't know how to be still. He don't know how to control himself, folks. Like, what's wrong with him? He a horn dog, folks. Then don't let you be broke on folks' grade. If you a broke nigga, she gonna talk about your ass in that group chat like a dog. Do not be no broke nigga, folks. You should want to show a bitch you ain't broke, even if you buy her a little Chipotle bowl or shit like that, just to show her group chat you coming strong. She gonna be in that bitch talking about he a shark or some shit. He spending money. When you spending money, bitches get to talking on folks' grave. That's what you want them to do, get to talking good on you, folks. You don't want them to talk bad about you, folks, because the word could spread. You probably think like, fuck this bitch, she a hoe. The word gonna spread around, folks. Motherfuckers gonna put bad rapport on you, folks. Motherfuckers ain't gonna wanna fuck you. They gonna be like, he broke as hell, girl. He can't even afford a meal. You don't wanna be known for that. On bro grade, you gonna look goofy. Don't wanna be known for the nigga that can't afford the meal. And I don't know how to do the donation shit, folks. I need to learn how to set that shit up on folks' grave. Motherfuckers could probably send the cash apps through and shit like that, and I don't know how that shit work, folks. I'm new to this shit, folks. I'm trying to learn how to still use this shit, but I know folks them told me you could get the donies in this bitch. My boy Tay600 told me and shit, but I never asked him how to do it. But yeah, folks, with that being said, folks, y'all need to know how to play it cool, folks. When you linking with a bitch, folks, and you got your homie, make sure y'all pitching in and shit. But if a nigga out here leeching, folks, stay the fuck away from him, folks. They ass gonna drain you to you zero, folks. Then when you in a fucked up situation like going to jail and shit like that, this nigga can't help you, folks, because he fucked up. He fucked up, folks. So if you had homies around y'all always getting money, if you was in jail, folks, them could help you. Bro, they can put some money in for you and do all that. Y'all can put money together. That's what a team for. Y'all got to be able to pitch in together, for. Y'all got to put money in together. So that's why I knew I was hanging around the wrong crowd, for. Like, this crowd is not the crowd that I want to hang around, for. I need to get back hanging around my get money crowd, my used to let's get some hoes and, you know, do productive shit crowd. Not the ones that want to that get us locked up on bro grade. These motherfuckers steady wanna do bad shit, folks. Like, bro, I'm not finna do bad shit all my fucking life, folks. I do it once or twice with your ass, folks, but don't think I'm finna do this shit with your ass every day. Motherfuckers trying to do something every day. Let's rob a motherfucker. Damn, folks, I'm not trying to do all that shit, boy. Your ass tweaking, folks. Motherfuckers just be trying to be your downfall, folks. Damn, we both in jail looking at each other dumb as hell, folks. But one time, some weird shit happened, folks. The situation when I was throwing the rock at the cars. That situation, folks, I beat that case and shit. Some weird shit had happened, like later on, like 3, 4, 5 years later, folks, they came and grabbed me, random as hell, folks, on some warrant shit, folks. I'm at school, random as hell, they called me to the office. Please come to the office. I'm, what the fuck? What you mean? So I go to the office. It's a whole police station damn there at the fucking school, ready to pick me up. I'm looking goofy as hell. Like, what the fuck is y'all doing here? We need you to come with us. So they grabbed me and 2 other niggas that had something to do with something else. We all in jail together, folks. They got me sitting in the cell with niggas I'm in school with. We in our school clothes looking goofy as hell. I'm like, what the fuck y'all do, folks? They like, shit, I don't know, folks. One of they ass damn near crying. I'm like, dude, that's a bitch. I don't know why the fuck he crying. We only in a fucking sitting cell. We not in a fucking real jail. We kids, folks. We gonna go to juvie, folks. What the fuck is he crying for? But yeah, folks in his school clothes crying and shit. I'm trying to wonder why folks crying. But other dude in that bitch talking to me, we chopping it up about what the fuck going on and shit. They told me this from throwing rocks and shit. I'm saying, damn, I thought I already handled that situation and shit. They talking about I didn't and shit like that. I'm damn, folks. This shit came and chased me, folks. That was some goof ass shit like that, bitch. You didn't expose me, basically, bitch. You didn't came and got me from school. Everybody looking at me and shit. This is embarrassing. On folks' grade, that's really embarrassing, folks. So I'm looking like, yeah, folks, y'all ass doing it, folks. For them grade, they overdoing it, folks. So I just had to just do what I had to do, bro. They ended up letting me go to the police station. I ended up getting picked up and all that and shit. You know, as juvie, folks, you ain't gonna never really go and get locked up unless they ass found out you really do something bad. Then you gonna really have to dress in on bro grave. You gonna really go to the back. But yeah, folks. Hanging around the wrong crowd is something you don't want to do, folks. I ain't gonna back. All that shit was fucked up. School dropped out that shit. I ain't want to do that shit. That shit wasn't what it was on folks' grade. But now, let's get to the part where y'all really like. This part y'all gonna really like is how I started making money, folks. So, I told y'all I was selling candy, folks, on bro grave. I met this dude, folks, that my sister was talking to, folks. He was selling candy, folks. So I'm like, damn, how folks making money? He used to come back to the crib with a whole lot of money in his hand and shit. All type of singles, fives, and tens and shit. I'm like, damn, this shit busting, folks. What you doing? Folks is like, shit, you want to go with me? I'll show you. So I'm like, I bet. So this when we start making this money, folks. Folks said, I need 30% of your profit, folks. I mean, I need 70%, folks, and you get 30%. This was when I first started. Folks thought he could kind of finesse me. So look, now that we selling it like straight, whatchamacallit. You can do this still now, y'all, if y'all want to make some money, folks. This ain't patch. We was selling M&M peanuts on bro and Mandrew, folks. M&M peanuts, they probably like $3-4 down now. They is high as hell on the market, folks. M&M peanuts or M&M cookies. The cookies that's chocolate chip with M&M in them, or the regular yellow M&M peanuts. So you could go get this shit off an EBT card on folks, the link card and shit like that. You know, if your OG had that shit, buying this shit was easy. Cause you could really buy the box for $11. So you could buy it with cash, or you know, I was getting it for free. So yeah, we bought it with the link card and shit. Boom, now we got a box of 30 cookies. It's 30 cookies in this box, 30 M&M peanuts. So boom, add that up. If you charging 1 for 3, 2 for 4, 1 for 3, 2 for 5, 6 for 10, and 8 for 20. It's basically damn near weed prices, folks. So if you charging that and you ended up selling out the whole box, you finna walk away with damn near $100 or more, bro. Even if that. Cause at the end of the day, when you sitting up here and you saying I'm raising this money for my football team or my basketball team, you really over amping it, folks. You making it decent and you land. And this is a whole script that I'm gonna tell you right now, folks. Reason why it's $3 for one, because I know you're going to ask why it's $3 for one, so I got to go ahead and set you up for the pick. Ma'am, reason why, ma'am or sir, reason why it's $3 for one, because one half, $1.50 goes to our flight fees and the other half goes to our uniform and equipment. So you're going to help us pay for our flight fees with this half, and this half is going to go to our uniform and equipment. And now I'm going to hit your ass with that championship game, like, we trying to go to the championship game, so we really need this to happen and work and shit like that. So now we over-amping it, you feel me? Now we over-saucing it. So now that we over-saucing it, folks, that's putting us in a better position for us to be like, damn, folks, this shit really busting, folks. This shit finna really happen, folks. Hold on, folks. It's a big-ass whoop right here. I gotta kill it, bitch. I ain't gonna die. On folks' grave. On folding them, there was a motherfucker spider crawling up the wall. That motherfucker tried to come catch me lacking. I had to smack that bitch on folding grade. That shit over with. Ain't no spider finna come get me. On folding them, finally seeing me, folks, on bro grade. But yeah, let me get back to this, folks. Fold them instantly. Now that we told them one half go to our flight fees, one other half go to our uniform equipment. Now they trying to lock in with us, folks. Now they ready to chime in like, oh, I wanna pay you now. I want to donate $5, or I want to donate $10, or I want to donate $20. You can keep the cookies on bro graves. Like, I smoke. Ooh, hold on. Let me get back to that on bro. So yeah, I said that y'all can keep the. They say you could keep the cookies now, and they giving me the shit and all that. But yeah, what type of woods I smoke for? I'll smoke Russian cream backwoods, or I smoke honey. On bro, do you know the motherfuckers who smoke dark stout and shit? I don't like those ones. On bro grade, cuz be getting that shit sometimes. He steady getting the black ones. I don't like the black ones. It's like smoking a chocolate Dutch. I hated chocolate Dutches. Ugh, folks. Chocolate Dutches was not it, folks. I didn't like chocolate Dutches. Y'all did, folks. I know y'all didn't like that shit. I hope y'all don't like dark stout neither. Them woods, not it, folks. On bro grade, you ever got one of those woods, your ass is a fucking demon, folks. Your ass. Boy, your ass ain't normal, folks. You smoking that shit harsh. I don't like smoking harsh ass shit, folks. And then another thing, folks, no matter if I ever get rich in anything, folks, I'ma always smoke roaches, folks. Y'all call them roaches, I call them ducks. I always smoke the ducks, the end of the wood, folks. It don't matter, folks. Motherfuckers, I don't like when motherfuckers touch my shit neither, folks. I be telling the motherfucker like, boy, don't touch my motherfucker roaches on folks grade. This my shit on folks. I'm finna hit this shit when I get up. This motherfucker damn near gonna be something you can hit when you wake up in the morning, and it's gonna make you higher on folks grade. Or make you go to the bathroom. Boy, y'all know, man, y'all did y'all homework on what them woods do to you, folks. On bro grade, you gotta hit that shit, folks. I'm telling you, folks. You got them ends, folks. Them ends come in handy, folks. Especially if you gonna make a duck blunt. Now, you on that level, you really from the trenches, folks. If you make dope duck blunts, folks, you know, you empty the roaches and shit and put them in another wood, folks, your ass treacherous on folks. That's how I get on, bro. We really like that these ways, folks. We get real trenches, folks. It don't matter how much money we got or none of that shit. We want to smoke them roaches, folks. Them bitches be hitting harder sometimes on bro grade. You know I know what I know, folks. Them bitches be hitting harder, folks. Now, let's get back to the story, folks. Now that I said, dude wants 70% of my money from the candy, folks. So now that folks want 70% of my money from the candy, if I make $100, I'm only making $30 at this point. So he was getting down on me at first. I'm only making $30 and he making 70 on folks out my $100. He was doing that for a little minute until I started noticing that shit. Now we switched it. He started fucking with me more. Now he started getting $30 and I'm getting the 70. But then I'm like, folks, if I do this by myself, folks, I can make a lot of fucking money, folks, and all the money go to me, folks. This is fundraising we doing right now, folks. So all the money could go to me, folks. So I'm thinking like, I bet this is what I'm finna do. I'm finna go ahead and go make a slip just like him. His shit called YC2. It mean you could do it too. So it was a whole place by my house and shit in the gardens called You Can. If your ass from the gardens or you know about Argyle Gardens, you know about You Can. So I stole basically You Can shit and put it on a piece of paper at the library. So I'm printing up the paper. Microsoft Words, I'm typing all this shit in. Basically the same shit he had on his paper. I had a copy of his paper. That was the smart thing for me to do, still a copy of his paper and copy everything down. So I'm copying down all the folks shit. I put You Can at the top. Put the whole organization, the youth organization and shit, you know, acting like it's a real organization and shit. It really is a real organization if you look it up. That's the reason why I used it, because if they looked it up on the internet, that shit was gonna really pop up. So yeah, it's the youth organization and shit that's made for kids, and it's a program and shit for motherfuckers with doing basketball team. And I used to tell people we are on our championship game for we could really use your support today. So if you telling the motherfucker you can really use your support, you basically reeling them in for them to pay you for. So now that I got all this shit right, I go to Office Max or Staples. You gotta go to Office Max or Staples and pay to get it laminated. Say I want it laminated on both sides. That's gonna solidify the paper. Now it's not just a sheet of paper no more. It's laminated. Now they laminated it on both sides. It's printed off on both sides inside of plastic. Now you look on this side and that side is gonna both have some on the front and the back. So whenever you sitting up there and you selling your product, it's gonna show them front and back that this shit legit, folks. So they really thinking you getting this from a real coach, folks. So when you sit up there standing in front of Walmart or Walgreens and shit like that, the shit gonna work, folks. Cause think about how many people walk in Walgreens and Walmart in a second. They coming in and out, folks. This shit like rush hour, folks. Every time somebody coming in, I go grab Lil Cuz. Cause Lil Cuz short. He a kid. They gonna listen to a kid. I'm tall. I'm 6'6". I look like I play basketball. So that's a good combination. You got a kid with you and you look like you hoop, yes, we really want to support you. So every time somebody come into Walgreens, we made 160 in motherfucking 30 minutes. And that's good, bro, because at the end of the day, folks, they really charge. I mean, at the end of the day, you don't supposed to be doing that. You got to have license to do that. So sometimes they used to call the police and shit. You could go to jail for doing that because you don't have permission to stand in front of that store. So when they catch you at the store, they'd give you a warning. So before, we probably only got one warning and probably got up out of that instantly because we already decent. So when we was younger, we used to spend our money on games. So we just went right to GameStop after we made 160 instantly, folks. Would you like to help us out today, ma'am? For our basketball team, we fundraising money to help us get our uniforms and shit. All we ask for you today is 1 for 3, 2 for 4, 1 for 3, 2 for 5, 6 for 10, or 8 for 20. You could get the 4 for. I used to say you could get the 8 for 10 and you could get the 6 for 10 and be my best customer of the day. Or sometimes I say you could get the 8 for 20 and be the best customer of the day. But whole time, somebody probably gave me a 20 before this person came, but I'm so good with the script, I'm telling they ass folk, you could be my best customer on, bro, and buy 8 for 20. Or you could sell me out if you buy 8 for 20. I've been standing right here all day on, bro. I'm ready to move around. That's how I'm letting it see. So I'm doing all this and shit. Some saying, I got you when I'm on the way out. Some ignoring you, walking right past you, but that's okay. Everybody not going to say yes. So I always apply that with my content creation. Everybody not going to say yes when you're on the internet, bro. You probably want subs. You probably want supporters. Everybody not going to rock with you. Everybody not going to fuck with you. So that's basically how it is. Some people walk right past you. Some people say on the way out. Some people say, I'm going to think about it and don't do it. Some people say, I'm going to think about it and they do it. But then the ones that you know off back that's potential, they gonna pay you before they come in.